Good morning, everybody. We're live with some Albion Online. We were going to go live with some EverQuest 2 today, but they're doing a server restart here in about 10 minutes, and the estimated downtime is about an hour. And I just don't have time for that this morning. Got the kiddos staying with me this weekend. We got some errands to run, and we want to get some playtime in with them. So we're going to go live. We'll do about 3 hours worth of Albion Online. Everybody's welcome to come in, chit chat. Got any questions, put them up in the channel. We're just going to do some T4 gathering and some fighting. Nothing too entertaining, unfortunately. New update comes out, Joseph, next week, I believe, which is going to add PvP arenas, so that I'll be able to do some of that for you guys. So it won't be a bunch of farming and gathering until, you know, we can get caught up on some stuff. But I hope everybody's having a good morning. Welcome to the channel. Happy Saturday. I'll put some music on for everybody here in just a minute. Make sure all the stats are good. So far everything looks good. I think we are set to go, fellas. Got a new mic set up. I think it sounds a lot better than my headset mic. I haven't added it to the Amazon list at the bottom of the channel, but I will update it there, so if anybody's interested in purchasing that or looking into it, you can go ahead and click my links. I'd appreciate it. Like I said, yeah, we were going to go live, but usually Saturdays and Sundays are dedicated to EverQuest 2. It seems to be my main MMO right now. Most of my community is from the EverQuest 2 world. I do have a few from the Albion. September Girl, she plays a lot of Albion. I mean, I play a lot of Albion, but it's usually offline. Like, I don't do it live a lot. But today I'm basically working on leather. So I'm killing frogs and I'm killing lizards. And I need those to make my tier 4 armor so I can craft tier 5 armor. I'll show you my current character sheet here in just a second so you know what I'm talking about. Alright, so my current character sheet, I wear a cloth cowl, which is a mage cowl. Then my jacket is an assassin's jacket, which I upgraded to the Adept Royal jacket. Which it looks like it's went down some for some reason. And then I have the assassin's shoes. And then I'm rocking the Adept's Druideric staff. And a shield, Adept shield, which should be, it's supposed to be the sarcophagus shield, but I'm not able to craft those yet, and it does take a special rune to use. Right now I'm working on getting all tier 5 armor, at least being able to craft tier 5 armor. I can already gather tier 5 materials, but I want to be able to craft the gear so when I go out there it's beneficial to me. And then we'll have to go find some tier 5 zones, which I think are yellow zones to run around in and gather. So they're not full PvP yet, but there is PvP out there if you're flagged up for it. And if you go into somebody else's territory, which I'm still learning that kind of stuff too. But if anybody's got any questions, go ahead and put them up in the channel. do my best to answer them. I'm by no means a pro at this game or any good at this game. I do it as a hobby. And you'll notice when I am gathering that I gather trees and some other stuff as well. And I'm sorry guys if you guys pick up some background noise. I got the kids in the house, so they're still learning that. Still getting used to this mic setup too because I have a mic in front of my face now. I have to kind of like, it's weird because I got it set up in the right spot, I think, but I see it and it's not obstructing my view of any of the monitors or anything like that, but just it being there is different. It does sound so much better though in my opinion, so let me know what you guys think of it. Still do some more tweaking, but I wanted to go ahead and go live this morning, get some game time in. Did I pick up the Guild Wars 2 expansion pack? Not yet, Chomp Stomp. Good morning, man. I get paid on a monthly cycle at my real life job, so I have to wait and see what bills come out like in October, and then I'll see about picking it up. How you doing though this morning? I was checking out a few streams this morning and it looks like a lot of fun. I think I need a chestnut too. I might as well get it. Drinking coffee and some Albion Online. Possibly buying Fortnite. Fortnite's been in the news lately because of something with PUBG. Like they used PUBG in one of their advertising ads or something like that. I had a friend that plays Fortnite though, and he plays it through Xbox One though. And he says it's pretty fun. I haven't tried it yet. I think the closest thing I've played to PUBG, or it's not even close actually, is Rust. It's a survival game. PUBG version is free to play September 26th. Oh, nice. Is it just like a free to play weekend or something? Because I think Overwatch is free this weekend as well. Oh, nope, for good. Oh, wow, okay. Did not know that. Very cool. Oh, Fortnite PUBG version. Okay, I see what you're saying. I got you. So basically the battle royales will be free to play on Fortnite. Interesting. Is there like a reward system or anything with that? inventory all jacked up here than what I usually have it. Alright. Not sure if there's a reward system. That'd be cool if they did implement some kind of like skins that you could earn from doing the battle royales or something. I know that's kind of Blizzard-y, but like Overwatch does, but that system is what hooks me into those games. Because even though you don't win a lot, like me, I'm terrible at first-person shooters. Being able to get rewards or spend my points on stuff would be awesome. Or if there's loot boxes or something like that. Oh, nice. Now you can't hang in the dude, they're so fast paced. Now, well, Quake used to be pretty fast paced too. Don't get me wrong, that was super fast. But Unreal back in the day too. Unreal Tournament used to be really fast paced too. Played the hell out of that back in the day. What tier is my character? Right now I'm wearing, it's all tier 4, and I'm gathering tier 4 resources right now. I can craft, I'm trying to get to where I can craft tier 5 pieces of all of my gear. So I can start doing, at least I want to be able to wear tier 5 doing PvP at least. I know some people tell me to do like 4.1 or something like that and go PvP with that. But I want to be able to craft all my tier 5 stuff, and then I'll start doing open world PvP. And right now I can craft my hat and getting close to crafting my chest piece. I can wear all tier 5 gear, but I want to be able to craft it, so because you're going to lose your shit. But I just want to be self-sufficient in that way for it. So then when I die and lose all my stuff, all I'll have to do is worry about buying new mounts, food, stuff like that. Girly, but welcome to the channel. I'm coming from WoW, and Lineage 2, I'm assuming is what L2 is. Should I give this game a shot? Yeah, I mean, I tell everybody to give every game a shot, though. I mean, I tell everybody to at least give it a month playtime. Like, just turn off your other games. I'm not going to say uninstall your other games or anything like that, but turn off your other games and just play Albion for a month, and then see how you feel. That's what me and September Girl did with Albion, because one day we just sat down, we're like, hey, we want to play some games, but everything we had installed, we're just like, not that one. So then we looked at the beta for Albion, and she's been playing it since beta. Like, I gave it, we were just going to do the month of beta and see how it goes, and then play maybe for the month of release, since we got the free month, basically. So 2 months try is what we basically did, and she's hooked. She can't get off it. Well, she can, but the combat's pretty fun if you're into PvP. From what I haven't, I mean, I've only done PvE combat. I'm hoping to get into PvP once they release the arenas in this next update next week. So I can at least try that out so I can speak intelligently to the combat tactics and stuff like that. I've done like 1 or 2 duels and it seemed fun, but at the same time, like, I'm way under geared most people right now. But it's also a top-down MMO, so if you're into like first-person view or anything like that, then you're not gonna like this game. Excuse me. This game is also very group-driven PvP. So like you're gonna want to join a guild that does PvP, so you can roam with them and stuff like that. There is solo PvP, like you can go out into the open world and just roam that way. But from what I've heard from other viewers and stuff like that, some of the black zones and the red zones, there's not really Zergs, but there's big groups of people just running around. Yeah, like Chomp Stomp said, getting steamrolled. But there are people out there that do solo PvP. It's just it's not easy, and you have to be able to self-sustain yourself by making your gear and stuff like that, because you'll go broke buying all your stuff over and over again. Because the PvP it's full loot PvP in the red zones and black zones. So you lose everything that's on you, except for your gold and your silver. That's the only thing you don't lose. But all of your inventory items, that all can get looted. I'm not sure if did they say, I don't know if Chomp Stomp knows or not, but did they say anything about the looting in the arenas? How is that working? I know they have, like, you can earn, I think there's some kind of medals you earn or something like that, and you can use those to buy things. But I wonder, like, is there going to be some kind of downside to the PvP in the arenas in the Joseph update? Yes, Guild Wars 2 is pretty much like a Swiss Army knife of MMOs. If you like PvE, you got PvE in there. If you like PvP, there's plenty of PvP. They have PvP arenas, and then they got the world versus world PvP, which is the closest thing you're going to get to open world PvP in that game. Yeah, I'm pretty close to dipping my toes back into Guild Wars 2. I haven't played it in probably about a year. I'm actually kind of glad that I don't have the money to buy it right now, because let the hype go for a few weeks. Let them work out their launch kinks, which they never really had a problem launching their expansions. Girly Bet says she's just burnt out on WoW. Seems to be the same game over and over, so I'm looking for something new. Yeah, I can understand that. And you know what? I just realized I had the chat box hidden. Sorry, guys. If you're watching this on the vodcast or Video on demand. I'm not talking to myself. There are people in the channel talking to me. I usually have a chat box overlay that comes up and shows the chat messages from you guys so people can read it when they're watching me when I'm offline. Girly, but Guild Wars 2 also they do have the, it is free to play for the base game, so you can pretty much get your, if you wanted to try that game, there's no purchase needed. You can get a lot of the game in with the free to play base version, and at least see if you're going to like it. Albion doesn't really have a trial period yet or anything like that. I don't even think there are plans for them to do one right now. Yeah, EVE Online is serious though. That's some... You gotta be able to dedicate some time to that game. It was never up my alley though. I tried it. I never could get into it. Yeah, I can't speak to the Warhammer MMO. I played that back in the day when they released it. Played it for the first 2 months. 1 month in beta, 1 month on live. Then I didn't go back to it. I was in, what game was I playing then? I think I was still stuck in EQ2. Not stuck. I still played EQ2. Shouldn't say that. Stuck makes it sound like I don't like the game. I do like the game. I'm hoping EQ2 does a PvP time-locked expansion server. I'll be all about that. That'd be fun. Come on, lizards, where you at? Yeah, I haven't messed with any of those the private WoW servers either. The only private server game that I've ever messed with was Project 1999, EverQuest. I did the PvP server on that and the regular PvE server as well. But nowhere near 5,000, 8,000 players. Nowhere near that. That was, I think, max 1,500 players is what I saw one night. And if you want a hard MMO, that was hard. That bringing back those memories and that nostalgia from how hard MMOs used to be. Will be like 200 players in the city. Yeah, I'm not spending 20 points on that yet. Yeah, tier 4, tier 5, tier 6, tier 7, tier 8, and then you can have as high as 8.3. So if you want like max gear, 8.3 would be your set. That is incredibly hard to reach and incredibly rare to see, is what I've been hearing from other viewers. But that's also because of the PvP aspect of it and everything being full loot. So if you see somebody rocking tier 8, somebody rocking tier 8.3, then they've been around for a while, or they play a lot, or they got lucky. Or maybe they're just farmers. They could just gather all day and still rock 8.3. As far as I know. Like I said, I'm still learning the game, so. Start working my way down towards the west side of the map, I think. This side seems to be pretty popular this morning. A lot of people in here gathering stuff. I can tell because when you gather a node and it's like 2 of 6 or 3 of 9, usually means it was recently gathered. And they all spawn in the same spot. So it hasn't basically grown to its full potential at that point. But I also need to go back to my island, I need to harvest my crops, I need to farm, replant my crops. There's a glowing lizard, which is a 4.1 lizard. Nice to harvest him and get some good leather. And with the build I'm using, I do use poison, so I stack my W ability on him. It stacks up to 3, and then it resets. So usually I'll stack 3 poison dots on it, and then I'll recast probably when it gets to about 25%, and then it refreshes to 3 stacks. That's my only damage really, other than the auto attack from the staff, which is also poison direct damage. And then I have a regen. I have 2 regen abilities. One is a delayed regen, so I cast it, and then after 4 seconds, I believe, it does a large heal of like 400 to 500, and then I have my that's my E ability, and then I have my Q ability, which is a regen of like, it stacks up to 3 as well, so I think it goes as high as 36 or 37 hit points every second. And so 21 is the first one, 42 is the second stack, 62 is the third stack. And of course that would be increased pretty big if I was wearing cloth armor, but I'm wearing leather armor because this is a build I found on the Albion website where they list, you can post your builds and stuff like that on the Albion site, and what armor you're wearing, what food you're using, what potions you have equipped, stuff like that. And I found this as a solo gathering PvP build. If anybody wants the link in chat, let me know, I can post it in the chat so I can give that guy some props for the build. That's where I base this build off of. I'm not following it to the T because I can't wear T5 armor yet. Or I don't have the equipment for tier 5 anyways. So that's where I base this build off of, and I like it. It feels good, it feels comfortable. I did a full cloth healer on launch, and it was just really, really slow, and I don't I haven't been grouping as much at all, really, since launch, or even in beta. We didn't really group. I think we did like 1 or 2, maybe 3 groups in beta, in dungeons and stuff like that, but they've changed the way a lot of that works now too, so. I wish there was a group finding system in this game. That would be awesome. Like I could just queue up and then somebody to do regular dungeons. They do have the expeditions, which are group based, and you can queue up for those. I haven't had much luck for those. September Girl seems to get into them pretty easily. You would think me being healer based it'd be better, but apparently not. I'll queue up for it this morning though and see if we can get a group one. I wanted to test to see if I could go outside of the zone. Like if I were to queue up for the expedition and then go to my island or something like that, I wanted to see if it stays.
And get an answer directly from a member of the community. Find the company that's the perfect match for you. Click the banner now to visit Indeed company pages at Indeed.com.
Hey, it's Elizabeth Banks. Do you like pizza? What about music, wearing pants, and weekends? Do you also want a nice home with bedrooms in your price range? Well, guess what? You're not alone. There are literally thousands of people who want the same thing. But Realtor.com has more home searches and updates in real time, so you can Oh, you like eating area? Cool.
If anybody's got any questions, just put them up in the channel. Do my best to answer them. Welcome to the channel. If there's any new viewers out there, or if you're just joining us. I was going to go live. Usually Saturdays and Sundays are dedicated to my EQ2 community. And I usually play EverQuest 2 on these mornings, days. But the server was restarting at 10 and they had an estimated downtime of an hour. And I just didn't, I couldn't, my schedule today is just not going to let me do that. So I'll be in this morning. Which I don't mind. I like playing Albion. I find it hard to stream it when I'm just gathering stuff mainly. That's my... I'm just grinding, gathering right now. That's all I'm doing. There's some stuff to fight here though, so do that after I gather these logs. Doing pretty good. Decent little haul so far. Let's see. What we got? We got a chest in here? We sure do. 2 lizards over there too. Let me get those real quick. 3 lizards. Don't see that. Bunch of trees blocking my view here, but let's get them stacked together and we'll dot them up. Get these 2 closer because for some reason my damage isn't spreading to them. Alright. Beans, 3 of them and they're full. 6 of 6, nice. But yeah, like I was explaining earlier, I got my regen, got my poison, I got my big regen, I have a damage shield which covers the caster with a flaming shield, increasing resistances by 75 and reflecting 50% of incoming damage back to the attacker for 8 seconds. And then I have another poison which coats my weapon with poison. Your next auto attack will poison the enemy, damaging it for 82 per second for 85 seconds. And I usually save those abilities because the recast on them, cooldown's 30 seconds, and the cooldown on the shield is a minute. So sometimes I'll use those for the bigger fights, or if I'm fighting like a boss or named or something like that. which Albion really doesn't have named. They do have bosses though, like mini bosses, and you can tell they're mini bosses by the bottom of them glowing. And I don't see one here, so we're just going to clear out these mobs though. Park my mount right here. Pull these guys. Am I enjoying the game so far? Yeah, I do enjoy it a lot. Come on. Get you guys to stack so I can... There we go. Of course. Oh, I gotta be careful here because these guys can do a lot of damage real fast if I'm not careful. Sorry if I'm missing your chats, I'll get with you in just a second. Let me just finish these guys. There's one down. Two down. Proclix, welcome to the channel, man. Are you enjoying the game so far? Yes, I am enjoying it. It's pretty fun. It is very, very grindy though, so if you don't like the grind, then you're probably not gonna like this game. Considering to start Albany, yeah, I would definitely, I tell everybody to give the game a try, at least for the first month. The free, you know, it's worth $30. I would say that. Right. Take care of this little runt right here real quick, and then I'll focus on the mage. I just gotta watch when the mage does his casting time, because that means there's a AoE coming. There we go. Dot him up. And I'll just kind of run around here for a second, because dodge. Didn't get out of it in time. Or I hit the wrong button. Dot up again. This guy is a mini boss. He does have a glowing ring around the bottom, so he's got a little bit more hit points than the standard version of his monster in the game. And I could kill his little staffs here too, but I just feel that takes away from the DPS. I usually just try to maneuver around them, unless it's a healing staff. If they drop down a healing staff, then I focus on those. Got some loot. You can use these runes to craft special armor. And break this chest. Well, I say grinding, but I mean it is a real grind, because I mean, and I'm still in the beginning of the game, tier 4, and I have to you have to grind a lot, like a lot. So don't, I mean, even as you get higher in, because you're gonna wanna in my opinion, the game is, and thank you for the follow there. I forgot I don't have my 1 second. Sorry. I'll get back to that thought. I didn't pull up my alert box this morning, so I don't know. I heard the alert go off. Mr. Avocado Man 102, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel, man. But like I was saying, in Albion, you want to be, my opinion, you want to be self-sufficient when you get into the PvP, since the PvP is full loot PvP. So it's not you die out there and then you lose some experience or something like that. You could lose everything that you're wearing. You won't lose your gold, you won't lose your silver, but you'll lose your entire haul, plus your armor, mount, food, everything. So you lose all of that. And you want to be self-sufficient so you can make that over and over again, because you will die. You will, especially if you're a solo player, you will get steamrolled, as in Chomp Stomp was talking about earlier this morning. Because in the red and black zones, there are groups, it's a guild versus guild kind of scenario game. So there are guilds of people out there just roaming the zones, farming people, basically, at that point. So it is a grind, unless you're in a guild and you have people with certain jobs, so you have your crafters, your farmers, and stuff like that, the grind is real. That's the lightest way I can put it. If you don't like grinding, you're not gonna like Albion. Unless you're a very social person, you can get into a good guild and hopefully not have to grind. That'd be awesome. Me, I don't mind the grind. I like the grind. It's very relaxing to me, if that makes sense. And I kind of mix it up with the expeditions and stuff like that. So like when I get tired of gathering, I'll just head in, craft the stuff I need to craft, and then I'll do expedition or something like that. Next week they launched the Joseph update, which it introduces PvP arenas. So I won't have to worry, and I don't think you're going to be losing all of your gear in those. I think you just, it's just a pure reward system basically for PvP, enforcing group PvP. And instances and stuff like that. So I think that should be fun. And that'll kind of take away from the grind. In a good little spot here. These lizards respawn pretty quickly. That's why I'm out here this morning, is for leather. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday morning though. Thank you all for stopping and hanging out. Saturday afternoon or evening, sorry. Do have a lot of overseas viewers that come in the channel and lurk. I think the game's really fun. There's a lot of customization you can do, which I like that a lot. So like I can mix my armor sets, I can mix my weapons, mix all your gear basically. So whatever you wear is what you're doing. So like if you want a tank, you can put on a shield and a sword, or a staff or blade staff, or there's all sorts of different weapons. If you want to cast, or if you want to be a plate wearing dagger rogue, you can be that. And games that give you that ability and that kind of customization on a character, that's what it's about. It's basically one character and you can play anything you want to do in the game. Some more mobs here. Let's see if there's a chest around here. Alright. I haven't been in ESO in a while, so I can't really speak towards how that game's doing right now. Yeah, they're pretty different games. Do you like crafting? Which game do I enjoy more? Well, right now I'm not playing ESO, so I haven't played ESO in about a year and a half, 2 years maybe. Right now, my current rotation is EverQuest 2 and Albion Online. So I'm either in one of those two games. I enjoy, and I do it for different reasons, because I like EQ2 and the PvE in that game. And then I play Albion to do my crafting and basically just grinding. It's my grind game. I'm gonna get both of these guys. Yep. Let's go ahead and stack them up. If you're enjoying ESO though, I don't think you're gonna like Albion, honestly. I mean, but that's the common plague of being an MMO player, is we're always wanting the next best game. You know what I mean? Like, we always want the next game that's gonna take our attention and make us want to log in every day. But if you're enjoying a certain MMO, stay with that. I always tell people to also, you want to have two different games to play, because you don't want to burn yourself out on one game playing it daily, every day for however many hours or whatever time period it is. So I always tell people to have at least two games that they enjoy playing, so they can rotate between those, spend time in this game, spend time in that game, so you never get burnt out on the other game. ESO is trash compared to WoW. Well, that's just my opinion. Yeah, I mean, hey, you're allowed to have your own opinion, man. I haven't played WoW. See, last time I played WoW was when the movie came out, when the WoW movie came out, because I got a free 30-day subscription to the movie, and I played it for that month. That was the last time I played WoW. Yeah, I don't look at the amount of money I spend on games, because then I'll be really, really depressed. Well, Albion is definitely a time killer, because you will sink a lot of time in there. I just don't know if the gameplay would satisfy the want or need that you might have, because ESO is it's a very pretty game. The PvE and the lore to that game is really good. Albion really doesn't have a full set of lore yet, and the PvE is kind of sporadic, because like in this zone I'm in right now, there's random points where PvE spawns. Not really random. There's certain sections, I guess you could say, where they spawn, and there are dungeons. Like this right here is basically a dungeon, and I can go in there and get a group, and we could do PvE content. But if you're gathering, like you've seen me roaming, basically, I run into different kinds of PvE. I'm in a non-PvP zone, unless I'm flagged up for PvP. But by all means, man, if you got the extra $30, give it a try. Play it for 30 days. Then let me know what you think. I kind of wish Albion had a trial system so people could give it a try before they decided on the game. But I will say this too with Albion, the game is oh, thank you for the follow, Pro. I appreciate it, man. The game is $30, and then there's after the first month you have an option to do what they call premium status, which is $9.99 a month. And the $9.99 a month gives you bonuses to gathering and to your crafting focus, which your crafting focus is like your farming and stuff like that. Like right now I think mine's pretty maxed out. I need to go use mine. And you also get gold for that as well, and you can use in-game currency to buy your premium status. So you can use gold to buy your premium status instead of real life money. But you want to have the premium status, because otherwise the grind is even worse at that point. Because like when I gather this tree, I'm getting 3 birch logs, premium bonus is +2, so I'm getting 5 for that gather versus just the regular 3 that I would have got. So it does, the premium status is worth it in my opinion, and it does make the game go a lot faster. And the bonuses are needed because you'll run out of crafting focus pretty quick if you have your own island and you're trying to farm stuff. It becomes a hassle. And the prices, like the in-game prices for upgrading your islands and stuff like that, are also discounted if you have premium. So it's not pay to win, it's pay for convenience at that point, basically, because it just speeds things up for you. You're not any better than the next person that's beside you or anything like that. Like, it doesn't affect you. I can't just have premium status and go own a zone.
Directly from a member of the community. Find the company that's the perfect match for you. Click the banner now to visit Indeed company pages at Indeed.com.
Have more fun with the original.
All right. In here, I want to get at least 50% filled up because we're gathering some leather, and I need to craft a bunch of chests, pieces, and boots.
It's time for some football at the game, on TV, even online. If you like watching your favorite team, you need Spectrum TV. Click the banner to learn more.
Which plan should you buy? I mean, I wouldn't spend more than the $30 on the base game if that's what you're asking.
And with Spectrum TV, you also get access to the Watch ESPN app, so you can catch a game.
I've had quite a few viewers that came in the channel and they played in beta and they bought like the $100 package, and they felt like they felt like they spent too much money on the game for what they got right now. So my recommendation, and most recommendations I've heard from other players and other streamers in general, are you $30 for the base game and you get your money's worth. Any more than that, it's kind of up to you at that point, because I mean, I don't know. I'm happy with the $30 purchase that I made in the game. And I don't know if there is a way, like say you spend the $30 and then you want the additional stuff for the other tier. I don't know if if there's a way to upgrade your account. But like if you buy the 30 and then you decide you want the $60 package or something like that. Yeah, me and September Girl do the premium every month. Well, provided that bills can't afford or the extra $10 a month. But again, if you're good at farming and you like the grind, you can use in-game gold to pay the $10 a month. Yeah, it's $10 US a month for the premium status. Normally, I like WoW. I think it's $14.99. Most subscription-based games are about $14.99, I think. I know I pay for $14.99 for the All Access in Daybreak games, and then I have the $9.99 subscription to this game as well. Which I think that's what it converts to, right? $10 US is 13 euros? I'm not sure. I always get confused on that stuff. Because I know I have another subscription service that's overseas, and I pay, it's $15 US, but when it comes out of the bank, it's like 18. Or maybe I'm thinking somewhere else. 13 euros is 15 USD? Huh. Maybe I'm backwards then. I don't know. Well, yeah, thank you all for stopping by and hanging out the channel, checking everything out. Thank you for the follows, guys. I appreciate it. Oh, what a dismount. Does Albion have microtransactions? I didn't know we had microtransactions. Not that I know of. I think it's just premium status. That's the only other transaction you can make with real life money. Unless they added something I don't know about. Oh yeah, you can buy gold. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can buy gold. You can also buy gold with in-game silver, and vice versa. You can use gold to buy in-game silver. But I think that's the same as like EVE Online or something like that. 'Cause I think EVE Online has the same kind of credit system, kind of. I think WoW does now too, don't they? Can't you, you can buy a subscription status in WoW with in-game money, right? You can farm for that and then not use real life money in WoW. Oh, that question I do not know how to answer, man. I apologize. I don't know how much, I don't know how much time it would take to earn a free subscription. Okay, so yeah, so WoW you can farm for 2 weeks and then have basically a month. Well, two weeks of that month would be free. Yeah, that doesn't really make it worth it, I guess. I apologize, bro. I just don't know how to answer that other question. I don't know how much time it takes to get a free, to earn enough money to pay for the subscription. I don't even actually, not without looking it up, but I don't know how much it is how much gold it is for a premium subscription. I want to stay over in this west corner. It seems to be like there's not a lot of people over here gathering stuff, but I'm gathering. When I go more north there, it seems like the population's over there. Some of these trees though, pine logs. Can you be ganked where you are? No, not in this zone. You can't get ganked until tier 5. Now if I was flagged for PvP, so like if I clicked this little right here where it says click to change to hostile, and there was another hostile in the zone, then they could gank me, which would happen pretty quick, I believe, because some of the higher tier people run around flagged all the time. There's a 4.1 lizard. I'll take you, and I'll take you. So yeah, after this fight, I'll show you the map, the world map, so I can explain the different tier zones. Give me just a second. And by the way, guys, Pro, with your follow, I believe we hit my September goal of 75 followers. So. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Alright, so this is the world map right here. So this is Albion Online, basically. So like if I go from up here is where you have your black zones. These are full PvP zones up here. These are all your black zones. And then you have some red on the corners. Stuff like that. And then over here is mainly, this is your starting area worlds. So I can zoom in, like I'm way over here. My home city is Thetford right now. And you can pick, you can't pick your home city when you make your character. You just spawn there and then you can travel to a different one if you don't like the biomes that you're in or whatever. But when you zoom in, then you'll see it break down into the zones basically. And you'll see that these like tier 1 through 4 are blue zones, and there's no PvP in those zones unless you're dueling or if you're flagged up for PvP. And then you get your tier 5 zones, which are yellow, and it's nighttime so I can't really show the colors very well. Those are yellow zones, and if I'm saying this right, and anybody correct me on the channel if I'm wrong, but the yellow zones, there's territories in there that have, if you're on that guild's territory, then it's full PvP. But outside of that, you can gather without PvP. Unless you're flagged up. So like when I went in here, there's a territory over here, which is owned by Emilia. And it's private, so whoever that person is probably has NPCs on that land. And if I was gathering on that land, they could kill me. But out here, I could gather and not have to worry about PvP or anything like that. Now once I go to a what we call a red zone, which is the tier 6 zones, these are full PvP. Full PvP, full loot. So if I'm gathering out here and somebody kills me, they take everything on me. And then it goes, I think red's as high as you can get, and then it goes into the black zones at that point. Which your black zones is going to be tier 7, tier 8, all that up here. And in the black zones too, there are there is tier 3 and stuff like that, but they're full PvP. So you can gather out there, but it's full PvP in the black zones. And I don't know how to explain these things because I see them on the map. Somebody might have to correct me in the channel if they're in here. But they have little arrows going back, so I'm assuming that's guilds warring each other, maybe? I honestly, I don't know how that works. I haven't been in a guild or anything like that. Is it more rewarding? I don't know. I haven't been to the black zones yet. The red zones, they're the same thing as a tier 4 zone, but you get higher level materials from the red. So each tier you get higher level materials. So it goes from 1 to 8, and it increases your the materials you gather. Crap, I'm over here dying. So, I mean, the risk is, once you get to a certain tier in gathering and crafting, you have to go, you're basically forced into PvP zones at that point. So even if you don't want to PvP, you're still having to run around in PvP zones and evade people and run away and stuff like that. Or PvP and hold your ground. But from what I've heard from other viewers, it's few and far between because guilds just steamroll everybody in the zone. Which is why I'm here doing this grinding to get so I can become self-sufficient, so I can make my own gear every time I lose everything. I'm not into the game to be a good PvP person. I just want to have fun. I want to have the sense of danger playing the game. Like back when I used to play Ultima Online, that's going out into the world to accomplish anything, was that sense of urgency that, oh, I'm going to be killed at any moment here, or I'm going to have to fight for my life at any moment here. Kind of like a survival game. It's the same thing, the same feeling I get in Rust when I play Rust. One night, me and September Girl ran from one of our newbie starting zones to Caerleon, which is one of the higher level cities, main hubs of the game, and we had to run through like 2 red zones, and I died in the second red zone right before the zone line to get out. But yeah, I agree, Pro. Any game that doesn't have a penalty for dying, I mean, I don't even, like with EQ2, the other MMO I play, EverQuest 2, they have a penalty, but you just lose experience when you die. And granted, that's not a very big penalty, but that makes people not want to die, you know. So I mean, it is there. There has to be some kind of penalty for death. Even the experience debt in the EverQuest 2, I think, is a little lax, because I mean, in EverQuest 1, you used to, when you died, you used to have to go back and get your corpse to get your gear back. Like, you didn't respawn with all your gear on you.
It's in a class by itself. Kingsman is a masterpiece of insanity.
Spectacular, eh?
Kingsman, the Golden Circle, in theaters and IMAX, now playing.
Summer involves a lot of driving. To camp, to work, to the pool, back home to get what they forgot, then back to the pool again. Wouldn't you like to know your car is up for it? With Hum by Verizon, you can check your car's health from your phone.
We're out here hunting some lizards. Let's see if I can find some more lizards.
And get expert advice from certified mechanics. Hum is the smarter, more
Might hit up another zone.
where you're going. Right now, buy HumX and get
Maybe.
a $50 Visa prepaid card. Learn more at hum.com. Offer valid 6/1 through 9/4. Device payment plan or 2-year agreement required. See VZW.com for details.
And now from Gold Peak, a delicious recipe to enjoy at home. Start with ingredients like mountain grown tea.
Actually, yeah, let's run to another zone. We'll see how that zone's looking.
Then add a front porch, glasses filled with ice, and people you love. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy your refreshing Gold Peak iced tea and the moment that you've made. Gold Peak, the taste that brings you home.
But yeah, to get the full experience of Albion, I definitely, I would recommend, if you're going to pick it up, definitely get into a guild. I'm not saying get into one of the high-end guilds or anything like that, but get into a guild that has a lot of players, decent amount of players that like to help people, and you'll get the full experience and you'll like the game a lot more. I would say you could join mine and September Girls Guild, but it's literally just us two in the guild, and I don't think we play enough to be beneficial to somebody to get the. We don't have enough people, anyways, to help you through the game. Put it that way. We just made the guild, so we stopped getting random invites to guilds, basically at that point. And I wanted a guild for the community if we did pick up a big enough crowd in the channel that wanted somewhere to call home. Alright, so now we're in Dusklight Fen, and this is another zone that does tier 4 materials and glowing materials, so we'll run around in here for a little bit. There's only 19 people in this zone, so compared to the 30 something that was in the other one. But the other zone was a full dungeon zone, so some of those people might have just been sitting out the side of the dungeon waiting for group and stuff like that. And September Girl's here somewhere in Dusklight. Oh, down up. And just kill something and leave it there for somebody else to gather. Now I gotta think up a new goal since we hit our 75 followers. That's awesome. Dang, look at this pine tree glowing 4.1 full. 6 of 6. That's awesome. They changed the way this zone's set up too, it looks like, because this zone used to be a lot of land, but on the minimap there's a lot of water in this here zone now. So they're constantly changing the way the environment... Holy cow, somebody killed all these lizards and didn't harvest them? What in the world, people? Damn, and they're full. That's crazy. You don't see that a lot. Yeah, you don't see that a lot in the world where you run up on 3 leather animals that are killed, waiting to be harvested, and then there's one more spawn that's full as well. That was a lot of leather I just got in one gather. Run across this shady looking bridge. There's some glowing material there, but it's already been harvested, so I'm not stopping. Same with this one. And that one. There should be another lizard spawning around here soon that will have some glowing material. There's 2 right there, though. Bring them over here so we can stack them. Dot them up. Regen. Reapply the dot. Damage shield. That's why I like this build for gathering. Oh, why did I click on something else? If there's anybody just joining the channel, we are doing some tier 4 gathering inside Dusklight Fen now. We were over in Wind Ripple, and it just seemed to be pretty busy today, this morning, so switched up zones. Ooh, there's a blue tree over there. This guy's gonna go get it. Give it. There we go. Look at that. 6 of 6 too. Hell yeah. I'm loading up on some specialists this morning. And there's a chest right here. You. Stack these 2 guys, dot them up. Heal up. Dot. Sorry about that. Hit the wrong button there. Trying to mash keys too fast. I can tell he's getting... Oh, okay, good. Usually with the caster mobs, you can tell they're getting ready to cast an AoE spell because you'll see the casting bar come up, and usually within a second after that, you'll see the red on the ground, letting you know that there's an AoE. And with the mages, I think they're the frost mages or the fire mages, their precast kind of slows you from running. So you have to get out of that circle like quick, and sometimes I have to use my F ability, which gives me a dodge. And I wish my dodge had a faster recast, but it's a 20-second cooldown. Another rune there. Get closer to being able to craft the shield I want. Go ahead and kill these guys too. Might as well. They're too... Oh, it is a mage though. Should have thought about that before I attacked this guy. So we're going to down the mage first. See if I can pull him back since I got him full dotted. Go, he's dead. Now we can focus on the tank. Alright, good stuff. Tree hasn't respawned yet. And with these glowing nodes, is what I call them, they respawn, and they respawn in the same spot every time. They have a chance of having the glowing material around them, and usually I've seen it, I think it goes about 3 cycles, maybe 4 cycles of glowing before the glowing then changes location on the map. That's what I've learned, anyways. I don't know how accurate that is or if that's the right information, but that's just my take on it. How I'm doing on my gathering here. Get those to 6. Stop spending points on those, I think. Alright. Well, we hit our 50% mark, so I think I'm going to run back into the town, craft what I have on me, see what I can make, hit the broker up. do my daily. I gotta farm, harvest my farm. All that fun stuff, right? If there's anybody just joining the channel, we are out gathering some tier 4 materials. If you're new to the Albion game community or anything like that, I can answer any questions you got. Somewhat. By no means a pro at this game or anything like that, but I played it in beta for a little bit. Know a few things. Not much. I haven't experienced true PvP in the game yet. I've done a few duels. Gotten ganked a few times. That's about it. Right now I'm working on becoming self-sufficient and crafting tier 5 armor so I can start doing more open world PvP, or at least roaming those zones and holding my own, / being able to craft new stuff when I need it. Got a 4.1 tree right here that I'm gonna have to go gather. Won't have to, but I'm going to. And it's full. Nice. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday though. Thank you all for stopping and hanging out. I appreciate it. Look at this. 4 dead lizards just laying here. And they're full. 6 of 6. No, this one's 2 of 6. 4 of 6. This is the second time. The second time that I've stumbled upon 4 lizards. Technically there are 5 lizards here, because one was under another one. Another dead one sitting here. Need to find out who's killing them and I can just follow them around. Sitting at 53% weight. We're heading back into Thetford. Gonna craft up our materials, see what we can make, see what we can sell in the broker. And then we'll head back to my private island, harvest, do all that schnaz. Starting to get a little hungry, of course. Alright, before we go to the private island, let's see what we got. What do we got on us? Actually, I need to go to the private island first, because I've got some of my other resources are there. I apologize, guys, if you're all picking up any background noise here. I'm still working out the kinks on the new mic. So you might hear some kids laughing, playing, stuff like that. Alright, so
Cookies and puppies.
let me go ahead and harvest.
More is better. 3 puppies are way cuter than 1. The second cookie is also better.
Some carrots.
When it comes to researching companies to work for,
Did I plant all carrots?
data as possible. Indeed.com
Oh, I wouldn't have done that.
reviews.
I guess I did. Nobody else is gonna do it.
Ask a question and get an answer directly from a member of the community. Find the company that's the perfect match for you. Click the
Yeah, it's they're coming back on the mic.
at Indeed.com.
Have them calm down. I'll tell them. I need to stand up.
Hi, we have a rodent problem.
Rodents do like to find a comfortable home. And once they're great at finding their way back in. Especially if there's no source of food. But using the latest research and exclusion techniques, all customizing treatment for your home, it'll send them back.
Got some more chickens to kill.
We still talking about rodents?
Orchid.
While I'm mounted, apparently. Take. Take.
And now it's time to make it even better. It's time your Wi-Fi worked in more places. The Wi-Fi works by the barbecue. It's time you knew your kids are online
Right.
at midnight. Why?
Why did I not plant any green beans? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Where'd the Wi-Fi go? Away.
Oh, I know what I was doing. I remember now.
Xfinity X5. Speed, coverage,
Alright, Pro. Have a good one, man. Thank you for stopping by the channel. Thank you for the follow, man. I appreciate it.
Xfinity, future of us.
Eggs. Alright, so now I just gotta feed the chickens. Actually, I need to harvest 5 of them. Yep. Five. Alright, so now since I harvested 5 chickens, which I can butcher those to get some chicken meat, and we're going to use the wheat and the carrots, I think, to make some food. But now I need to feed the new chickens, and then I need to nurture them. Excuse me, but when you nurture them, it does use the crafting focus down here, and that's one of the premium bonuses you get. I think you get an extra 10,000 a day, real life, 24 hours. And you run out of it really fast, farming and stuff. Which I'm probably gonna run out of carrots, so I might not be able to make the food anyways. Alright. So now we'll head back over and see what I was doing. I had wheat planted for some reason, and I know I had a bunch of eggs. I need to butcher my chickens, so I'm gonna go visit my butcher, raw chicken, craft. And if there's anybody new to the game, you do get you can purchase a private island, which basically starts with 1 house plot and 1 farm plot, and 3 of these. It has 2 small plots and a large plot, so you can do houses on your private island. I'm rocking a tier 3 island, I think. So I have 3 farm plots, 5 large plots, and 2 mini plots. Let's see what I was going to cook here. I was going to cook something. Chicken omelets, maybe? Wheat, eggs, chicken meat. I didn't. All I needed the carrots for was to feed the animals, apparently. And make chicken pot pie, or chicken pie, which is flour and wheat. Solid meal that increases the maximum load gathering yield for a period of time. Cool. Then the other chicken omelet does solid meal that reduces cooldown periods and casting times for a long period. So I could probably make more money from the chicken pies. And I do have a wheat mill on here, so I can make the flour. I'm just worried that I won't have any wheat left over. Go ahead and sort this real quick. Got plenty of damn eggs. I need to find something to do with the eggs. Talk to my person here, have them go do this, I guess. Accept. Okay, farming stuff's in there. And we're just kind of sorting through our inventory, guys. Bear with me here for a few minutes. Yeah, I guess I'll open it. It'll sort it for me automatically once I just put everything in here. Stack, sort. Alright, now I need to go to my farming box and we're going to take out the chicken quarters, the eggs, and the wheat. And we're going to see, let's make some flour. It said it needed two wheat. Let's see. Oh, I can make, oh, I don't have goats or sheep yet. Flour, it's 1, I can make 95. I don't want to make that much because I'm going to need 2 flour. Let's make make 30 for right now, and then we'll see what we have left. Craft. So that gave me 30 flour, so let's go see. Cook. I'm still learning this private island stuff. I had to redo my island because I built some stuff that I did not need. Right now, anyways. Alright, so I want to make chicken pies, which are 8 raw chicken, 4 flour, and 2 sheaves of wheat. And it's telling me craft these. And that gave me 10 chicken pies. And the building does not have sufficient nutrition now. Bane of my existence, which it takes goose pie, not chicken pie. So I could go buy some goose pies to do this, or I can just go craft in Thetford, which is probably what I'm going to do. So I made 10. Let's go do that. We're just going to run in here. I don't make high enough level food to feed my cook, basically. So we'll find a cook inside Thetford, which I have to pay another player to let me use their crafting station. I can zoom in here, and all these little plots right here are owned by other players. So like, see these empty plots? You could go over and buy these and build your own crafting station there, and then charge people taxes to use it, basically. I mean, complicated. Alright, so there's a flour, 8% usage fee. I'm looking for a cook. That one's for sale, so he's probably not even managing it. This one is. It's got 3% food, 13%. Yeah, get out of here with that. Try to stay under 10. 13. 12. I wonder if the same guy owns all these. There's 0% on this, but he's only got 1% food, which means I can't make anything there. 12. Okay, well, it looks like 12 is about as low as I'm going to get, so I'm just going to go to the one closer to me, which is 13. He has 3% usage. Oh, there's a 7. He's got 3%. And there's a flower station right next to him, so we'll go to that one. Surprised those plots are open over there, but I guess nobody's really going to buy anything to put there because they can't sustain it. Alright, we're making chicken pies. So it says I can craft 60. That's pretty good. I wonder how much they sell for, though. If they don't sell for much, then I can still use them because it does do the maximum load and gathering yield for a long period of time, so that's pretty good. And also, when you use the crafting stations inside the main city hubs, you know how I said you can charge taxes and everything like that? You can also tell it to give back a certain amount of resources when somebody uses it. So like the resource return rate is plus 15%. Alright, so we still got plenty of eggs and we still got plenty of meat. So what I can do is I can make some more flour, which will probably make 20 more. Says I can make 50. Let's make 20. These probably aren't going to sell for much at all. I just have that feeling. Alright, so now we got 24, so if we divide that by 2, that's 12. We'll go make 12 more. Alright, and then we'll just make the rest of do some chicken omelets just to get rid of resources. Or use resources, not really get rid of them, just use them. Alright. I've used all the wheat I can use. Let me craft one more. I can make one flour. Would leave 2 wheats. And I can craft one more round of chicken pies. No, I can't. I need 3 flour. I need 4 flour, and I only... Okay, yeah, so I'm pretty much done at that point with that. I need to stop harvesting eggs though, apparently, or sell some of these because I can't make enough food. Because I need to grow carrots to feed the chickens to get the eggs. I'm not sure how I should do that. Because I can't plant 2 rows. I used a whole load of carrots to feed the chickens. So I can't like grow some more wheat on the chicken field. It might not even be beneficial to even do this. We'll see when we get to the broker, so I might just have to yeah, September Girl. I have one. She says that that's why I have 2 plots for farming. One is just carrots. Yeah, I have 2 plots for farming, and then I have one as a farm, like animal farm, which is where the chickens are. But I have to use one of those farm plots for carrots, and then I use the other one for wheat. But I need more wheat, and like I need a lot more wheat, and I need to stop carrots. I don't need any more carrots, so I'm wondering if I should just like tomorrow, I'll harvest all my chickens and just leave them there until I catch up on wheat. I guess I could grow another animal there if I really want to. Do it that way. All right, so we got. Let's see here. I need to put these back on the broker, which. Holy cow, people are actually buying them. It's in price. What? Fuck it. How much? I wonder how much I can sell them for if I create solar. Holy cow. So we'll do 3. Nobody's buying these? No. Chicken omelets we can sell for 90 silver a piece, so we'll do 89. See if anybody buys them. Chicken pies we can sell for 88, which the other ones were more expensive and less resources.
Learning where your DNA comes from with 23andme.com might just inspire you to explore your connection to the world. Like
I'm wondering if I should use some of those though.
DNA is from the British Army, so she took a trip through Scotland.
So instead of the carrot soup on me, I could use the chicken pies. I wonder what it says for a long period. I wonder how long a period is. Put 10 on me, and we'll use them next time we go gathering just to see if we can, how long the buff lasts for. I'll sell the rest of them.
Summer involves a lot of driving. Camp, to work, to the pool, back home to get what they forgot, then back to the pool again. Wouldn't you like to know your car is up for it? With Hum by Verizon, you can check your car's health from your phone.
Nobody wants these things.
Have peace of mind with emergency assistance.
This is a tier 2. I'm just gonna get rid of it out of my inventory.
Is the smarter, more connected way to get where you're going.
No, I don't want to sell it for nothing. I'll break it down. I got 827 eggs on me, 34 raw chickens, none of that other stuff I want to sell. So we'll head back to the private island.
I need a house with a dedicated place for fire.
And it should just have that nice, cozy feeling.
And
So I'm using Realtor.com. With more homes for sale updating in real time, it's helping me find my dream home before not you. Okay.
I want your dream home so bad. Find your dream home before not you finds it. Realtor.com.
bank this stuff, and then we'll start crafting our other items that we have. Which we'll do the leather first because I need to level that stuff up. We'll put the meat in the bank, flour in the bank. That gets to go to one of my vendors. Put that in the eggs. And we're gonna grab all the leather from the bank. Oh, those are crafted leather. I was like, why does it only have me having 21? I was out there for hours. An hour trying to gather leather. This. Alright, that should be good. Go turn this food in over here to one of my my limestone quarry that I have on my island. Because by the time I need that, she'll have plenty of food. Oh, actually, no, it's not. That goes to wood. The lumber mill eats wheat soup. Alright, so now we'll go back into Thetford. Craft up some leather, craft up some armor, put that stuff on the broker. Going, yeah, leather. Let's see what we got here. We got 5%, 4%, 1%. That's about as cheap as I'm gonna get. South. Did you? September girl saying she just saw me run by. Alright, so now we're at the leather maker. And I believe, let me double check before I start crafting stuff because I don't want to waste resources. But I need, okay, I can make tier 5 chests, tier 4 chests. Use worked leather. And the boots I don't need the tier 3 leather for anymore. I can make the boots. Yep, okay. I'm gonna craft out all my leather. Hope everybody's having a good day. Thank you guys for stopping and hanging out in the channel. I appreciate it. If anybody's got any questions, go ahead and put them up in the chat. I'll do my best to answer them. Right now, if you're just joining, we are crafting. Did about an hour and a half worth of gathering in some tier 4 zones. So now we're crafting out all our resources. Gonna craft some armor and then put it up on the broker. We did some farming. I don't think I really need to spend points on this now. If I do it anyways, it's not like it'd be different if... I mean, it is. Oh, something expired. That courier. Oh well. You know what? Crafting. Cloth is at 6. Upgraded passive bonuses +3. Would be 1.5%. Whatever. Did it. Ooh, that makes. I have some blue. And I can only... Did I mess up and leave my... Oh no, I didn't. Okay. Alright, so now we gotta go see these bow things. It's 4%, he's got 1% food. 3%, he's got 5% food. It's right next to me. We'll go see that guy. And then this is where I can make my armor, which I wanted to see about making how much blue I need for the assassin jacket. And I only got 6. I make a green jacket, but I don't think it's any better than what I have. 808, and my current jacket is 812. So not really an increase. It would be better if it was a blue or a purple. I'm not worried about that. So we'll just craft well, I should make them anyway since I have them, because then I can resell them for some profit. I mean, I'm just sitting on this leather basically. Durability is too low. You must repair the building first. Of course it is. Of course. Alright, let's find another one. 9% there. 8%. 3%. At 13, which is what this one was at. No, this one's at 5. Alright, so it looks like we're going west. I think I'm going to do a sub goal for the next month. Got 75 followers. Nothing crazy. I'm not going to do a crazy sub goal. Something that can stay on the stream for a little bit. Alright, so we're at the hunter person here. See if I can make these jackets now. Can only make one of them, and it was a silver. Ooh, 818. That is going to be higher than what I'm currently wearing. Not by much, but it is higher. And I don't lose any of my abilities. That's cool. I mean, we do want a blue one. Do I want to sell it, or do I don't know yet. I like the look of this one. Alright, turn that off, and we'll just craft some regular. We need right. I can do probably one more, and that'll get me to 30%. And I need to be level 10 in crafting jackets so I can craft level tier 5 jackets. So learn. And we'll do 5. I'm not really worried about leveling that up yet. I'm going to save the reward points until I get tier 5 gear crafting. What'd that put me at though? 20%, so I need 2 more. Oh, 1 more. 3. Go. 7. So that was okay, that's all I can make anyways. Hope everybody's having a good day. If you're watching this on the replay, video on demand, YouTube, I appreciate it. Thank you for the view. Don't be afraid to hit that follow button over at twitch.com or youtube.com. Alright, so that got me to level 8 in crafting leather jackets, tier 4 leather jackets. I think I've used all my resources that I can for those. We got 1 gold jacket, so that'd sell for a pretty penny. Yeah, I think we're tapped out on all of those. So all that can go back to we're gonna go to the broker, we'll sell the vests that we have. That so that 4.1 vest that I made is going to sell for 9,800 silver. We'll sell it for 975 just to get rid of it. Actually 9798, 1 silver down. Somebody will buy it. Which will then get me a total of 9,602 silver from the broker taxes and all that fun stuff. So confirm.
The second cookie is always better than the first. And when it comes to researching companies to work for, you want as much data as possible. Indeed.com has over 15 million reviews written by people with first-hand knowledge.
Actually, they're buying them a pretty good price right now in bulk.
Find the company that's the perfect match for you. Click the banner now to visit Indeed company pages at Indeed.com.
Learning where your DNA comes from with 23andme.com might just inspire
Yeah,
you
somebody is wanting.
Like Kate. 45% of Kate's DNA is from the British Isles, so she took a little bike trip through Scotland.
A lot of these, but oh well. I created sell orders for them. This is that backpack I wanted to sell.
Order a DNA kit with 23andme.com today.
48.
Chromosomes show you another way to experience the world.
I have 2 of them apparently.
5 reports on ancestry, health traits, and more. At 23andme.com.
Else on me that I need. Nope. Alright, so back to the private island. Grab our wood and cloth. Actually need to hit the repair station real quick. What was that? Oh. Sorry, September Girl was talking to me. I passed her again. She likes calling that out. She's actually, her character is higher level than mine technically because she plays a lot more than I do. But I'm catching up. Alright, repaired. I want to recycle. Can I recycle this? No, it won't let me recycle trophies. That sucks. Can I improve the quality? No. Can't do anything with that thing, so I'm just gonna toss it. Alright. We're all repaired up. We got leather to put back in our bank. Mount up. I wish the repair station didn't make you unmount. I mean, you don't have to unmount when you're at the broker. Why are you at the repair station would you have to unmount? But I guess if you're recycling, it requires you to get it. Nice. September Girl says she just got her cape to tier 5. Only need to upgrade my bags. That's pretty good. You're going to be ready to go. Some danger zones. To the danger zone. Shaking her head no. Alright, put all this leather back in here. Got a stack, sort. Let's take all the cloth first. I got too much cloth on to do the cloth and wood, so actually, no, that's only 13%. So actually, I didn't grab all of it. Yeah, I can't take all the wood with me too. Okay. We'll take all the wood, make some staffs. That's all the wood and all the cloth out of my bank. We're going to run over to Thetford, back in there and use somebody's crafting stations. I mean, I do have mine down here. I don't know if it's going to let me craft the gold stuff though, or the glowing stuff. Yeah, well, and he's got food, right? Yeah, he's got some food. Okay, we can use him. Let me make sure that I can craft your 4 staffs. Yes, I can, and we are crafting the Great Nature Staff, is what I'm focusing on. Because I cannot craft tier 5 staffs yet at all. So, good stuff. Alright, so let's craft. Can I not bring my tier 2 wood? Don't tell me I'm out of tier 2 wood. Give me some shit. I'm gonna have to go gather some of that. Yeah, I am out of I'm out of birch. Holy cow. I should have been gathering birch this whole morning, guys. Man, that sucks. Alright. The good thing is I can still craft my glowing stuff, so let's do that. And every 30% you can upgrade, you can use your learning points to upgrade your Destiny board skill level. Well, build some chicken pies already. And craft only 87 of these since I ran out of birch. It sucks. I should have been gathering birch. Alright, so let's go into Thetford and we'll craft our cloth. See if we can find a good vendor. %, 2%. Percent's about as low as I'm gonna find. Now it's just distance 2. Right over here for 10%. Alright. And do we have any glowing to make? Not yet, because I need... Oh my goodness, why is it... I can only make my green glowing because I don't have enough purple or enough... Building does not have sufficient nutrition. I checked that. I'm at the wrong one, that's why. There's 2 of them right next to each other. Alright, there we go. Alright, crafting some fine cloth, and then we'll look up closest mage tower. We'll see about crafting some nature staffs. Not mage tower, I need a hunter. Nope, not spending more points on that, it's higher than everything else. Oh. Good there. Alright, so now we'll head and find a hunter, which we use the one out here, right? 8%. 3%. No, we use the one way northwest. Hope everybody's having a good day. Thank you guys again for stopping and hanging out. I appreciate it. Thinking I might move the location of this mic though. I want to see if I can get the boom arm over the monitors and the mic above the monitors. See if it still picks up the same amount of sound. I find myself kind of looking around the mic right now. I'm not sure I like that. And during the audio test earlier, I couldn't tell the difference when the mic was like from 5 inches from my mouth versus the 10 inches that it is now. Oh, I'm here. This guy. Alright, so we were doing the Great Nature Staffs. Don't think I can make the tier 1. Tier 2? No. I can make a tier 1 though. And it's 802. It's the same as this one. I actually do need to work on, I need to get used to this one. The reason I'm doing the Great Nature Staff is I want to try this ability right here where it says Living Armor. It says protects you or an ally with living armor, increasing their resistances by 83 for 10 seconds. While the armor is active, every time the wearer gets damaged, the wearer will also heal himself for 29. That's pretty good, but I do rely on that E ability for my big heal, so when I'm getting low in health. I think I'm going to try it though, just for shits and giggles. We'll craft one of these, maybe two. And get a excellent one or anything like that, but we'll see what happens with it. All right, so now I can craft just regular ones. Let me see where we're at. I need probably do one. That should get me to the next level. One more. Go. And that puts me at, really, I'm only level, no, I don't want to spend points on that. What level am I at? I'm at 4. Dummy. Okay, so now I'm at level 5. We'll make 2 more anyways, so we'll just make 2. That's pretty much all we can do for staff today, guys. See what we made though. We made a gold. We made a outstanding one, but it's still not as high as the tier, the 4.2. 722. And the gold. And when I say outstanding, it's the gold tint around the corner here. You'll notice that some of the armor has gold, and then there's like this dark silver, which is good, outstanding, and I think there is a third one as well. If I don't know, actually. All right, so those are made. Let's go ahead and we'll go sell these staffs on the broker, and then take this stuff back. And then we'll do our daily real quick. And we'll probably do our daily with the new staff and just see how it goes, right? I mean, if we like it. I'm pretty good with the Druidic staff, so... And I like the large heal that it gives me. It does save my butt in quite a few situations. But it won't hurt to try something new. Alright, so we're here at the broker. We're going to sell some staffs. So this one, they retail for about $36.95. Did I just... No, I didn't. Okay. I only want to sell one of these. I don't want to sell both of them. Did I really? I think I just put both of them on there, even though I told it to only do one. So let me just go ahead, equip one of them. I wonder what the main... Gets more abilities, so I can unlock this Protection of Nature, which cast on an ally increases resistances by 63 and increases healing received by 50%. So that's more of a support one anyway, so I'm not really I don't care about that one.
The second cookie is always better than the first. And when it
I think we're gonna try this staff just to see what happens. Every 4 activated spells, your heals become 20% stronger. The buff lasts for 3 seconds, or every normal attack you restore 3 energy. Do that. All right. So now let me sell one of these staffs since it didn't take my. Great. We're gonna do 94.99. Firm. And we're gonna keep that on me. Oh, it takes down my shield when I do that. Yeah, that might not work.
Is the smarter, more connected way to get where you're going. Right now, by
I didn't know it did that. I wonder why. Oh, it's maybe it's a two-hand staff instead of a one-hand. So it makes more sense for me to use. Yeah. That's I didn't think about that. Oh well. Maybe we'll have to pick a different staff to focus on.
10% off custom countertops now at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Valid through September 24th. License or registration numbers held by or on behalf of Home Depot USA Inc. are available at homedepot.com/license or at the special services desk at Home Depot Store.
Oh well. Now I know. Part of the learning. I want to be able to use a shield and a staff. That's my main thing. So like if I was full cloth, then I'd do like probably that staff, the nature staff. Doesn't make sense to do it right now though. Gotta work on my lighting here. The battle station. Alright, so now we're gonna go back to the private island, bank all this stuff, and then we'll do our daily real quick. I'm going to try to do the group one and see if it takes long. If it takes more than a few minutes to get a group together for that, then I'm just going to do the solo instance. I'm probably just going to do the solo instance with you guys. I don't want to do my first group on stream. I mean, I haven't done that before. Let's run the stack, sort, cleaned up, looking good. We're all repaired. Let's go do our instance, our daily real quick so we can get some money. And these little, I call them dailies. They're not technically called dailies in the game. It's a daily expedition, I guess. Come up to this little portal right here. And you have tier 3 or tier 4, and then you have the group ones that are tier 4, tier 5, tier 6. The group ones require 5 players, and it basically puts you into a queue. And if there's other people looking for tier 4 players, then you'll get sucked into that, and then you can go do your thing. I'm just going to do the solo one so I can get it done and out of here. Let me make sure my gear... Actually, I'll zone in and then I'll make sure I'm set up right. We're going to do Tier 4 solo expedition player. Get upon completion, I will receive 2,000 silver. Bonus received for the first completed per day is 1 royal sigil and 2,000 silver. And the royal sigils you can use to craft better gear. So I can show you guys that as well once we're done. So I'm going to go ahead and hit start. It's going to port me in there, and it's not a mount zone, so you just kind of spawn up in here. This guy will go over some lore for you real quick. I'm going to change these over to fighting. People that, put that there. I'm going to check my character sheet, make sure I got the right stuff that I want. So this is going to be increases damage and heal power or cast speed. I'm going to do cast speed because I want to do this fast. Yep. We're going to keep those abilities because none of this other stuff. Heal. Increases damage and heal power or maximum carry. That's fine with that. Make sure this is set up. This is increase. I want to do energy. Don't think anything else has an ability on it. Alright, so we'll go ahead and get started here. Oh, I sold something already. Fasten jacket. And these are pretty quick. I mean, on a good one, you can spend 30 minutes in them. And I just kill everything in here because it's silver, and I want all of the silver. I want all of your silver. So I'm doing that. And I like this little ability too because I get mana back as I'm doing damage, so I don't lose mana. Not that it's a problem for me. I got mana potions on me. It's still nice. And we're just stacking up. We stack dots on them. You know, if you've been in the channel, you've seen what I've been doing here. We'll just run through here like this. And you can't see the minimap, but the minimap does show you the layout of the dungeon here. Then we basically just run through this real quick. I have to kill 40 cursed skeletons, 6 cursed... Leveled up something there. I can already use tier 5 stuff, so I'm not worried about using the learning points on that yet. I want to save the learning points for crafting right now. But basically I have to kill 40 cursed skeletons, 5 deathmongers, and I need to... portal closes in an hour. So you have an hour time limit to finish these. Sorry guys, give me just a second. Sorry about that, guys. Kids are getting rowdy, so I'll be logging out here in probably about another 30 minutes. Probably when I get done with this, I'll be logging out. Gotta get them out of the house. Get some energy out, you know. Hope everybody's having a good day. Thank you all for stopping and supporting the channel. I appreciate it. If anybody's got any questions, let me know. We hit our 75 follower goal today. I was pretty excited about that. Now I get to create a new goal. kill these little off spawn right here. He's all dotted up, so he's going to be doing poison. Need to heal up. Dot him up for the remainder of his life. There's nothing hidden over here in this little enclave. Nope. Good to go. Look at that. Not that I would want to use that, but it's pretty cool that there's loot. There's a black market system in the game, where in the major cities like Caerleon and stuff like that, you can craft items and you can sell it to the black market. And when you sell it to the black market then distributes it through the world. So mobs and stuff like that, like, so they kind of, the lore they put back on it was the black market would sell it to the different factions of the world, and then the mobs would have some of that stuff, and it's dropped randomly on an algorithm throughout the world. And you get a little bit more money when you sell it to the black market than you would, like, say, a broker or something like that. It's a pretty cool system. I like it. And it kind of gives a little bit of a reward for killing PvE and stuff like that, you know? Dot this guy up real quick. Kill this guy. Reapply the dot. And he should be dead. Alright, this is the first mini boss of this little dungeon area. I gotta clear these trash mobs around here. Dot him up. And we'll kill these little trash mobs. And heal. Reapply a dot if it's too late anyways. Good stuff. Alright. This guy. Alright, now we're on the first mini boss here. He's a bow one, and when I say mini boss, you can tell by the mini boss it's the same way you could in PvE. They got this little glowing circle around their feet, which is pretty cool. And it just means they're a little bit stronger, they got a lot more hit points. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this guy down. And again, you can kill these little pillar things, but I only kill them if it's a heal one. If it's not healed, then I don't worry about it. I just maneuver around it, basically. Then I'll dodge out when he does his little great effects things. Just make sure I keep reapplying my dots. Pretty easy though, especially when you're a self-healing class. It makes it a lot easier to do these kind of monsters. Put up something there. What do we got? See, at level 10 I'll be able to use level tier 5 shields, and I'll have to craft those to get to tier 5 as well. So the grind is real in this game. caster here, so we just gotta watch for the cast bar, like that, and start running around. You get a little bit of a head start. Good thing is they don't have a lot of hit points, so I usually down them pretty quick. It's when you get the tank one with the large sword and the shield and a caster, then sometimes you get stuck in little spots. And they can do some pretty good damage on you. Oh, didn't get me that one. Brought him up. Regen up. Gonna get an ad on this though, so this should be interesting. We'll be dead though. Or dotting this one up. And that one's gonna get me. Yeah, see, he got me. He slowed me and then cast the area effect around me. You can use the same tactics in PvP if you're a caster. If you have spells that slow something, you want to use those first and then your area effect damage. Stun them, push them. Alright, so we completed the... Oh, no, we need 30. I need 10 more. And all set here, guys.
Click the banner now to visit Indeed company pages at Indeed.com.
Oh, we got 2 tanks here. Let me see if I can get one to roam away. Pull this guy over here. I can take 2 of them. It's been done. Just makes it easier when it's do it this way.
And more, including Big and Tall. Check out what's new in our new Big and Tall shop inside the men's store. Get all your work weekend apparel at extended size. Up to 5XL and 54 waist in store and 60 waist.
There we go. Moving right along.
Get your coupon on the JCPenney app to save an extra 15%. And soon, that's getting your pennies off. JCPenney.
Almost didn't get that second 5 dots on this guy. Alright, so now see how these are kind of close together? I'm going to wait for this guy to come out a little more. I don't want to pull all of that in here. We'll pull him back over here. Reapply the dot. Pull these little trash mobs right here. That's gonna get 2, but it's all good. See, I missed that. I didn't reapply that fast enough, so my three stacks went away. Alright, let's go down these stairs and we'll see what was over here, make sure I didn't miss anything. Sometimes there's some hidden chests. There's usually one extra chest in these zones. And you get like probably 1100, 1500 silver from it. Pull one of these guys down. Both these guys, so I'm going to try to stack him over here. Little arrow guy right here. So I can apply dots to both of them. I want to keep them on top of each other because every time I reapply it, I'll reapply the dot for both of them. Easy peasy. Is there anything this way? I don't think I can go down this way. Nope. We're up on the top here, which I think we're winding down. We're getting close to the boss. I think there's a few more rooms. I had some lag there. That was weird. Really weird. Alright, hopefully that's done with. Okay, let's go ahead and pull this guy. Apply. If I remember right, it splits off into two different little sections here. One has a chest, one doesn't. There'll be 3-4 mobs left, I think, total, and some skeletons. I think I can pull this guy. Pull him down this hallway because there is a roamer that's right out there. See, there he goes right there. Pull this other mage here in just a second. Let him get up the stairs a little bit, pull him. And we leveled up our cow. It's fine, I'm saving my points though. Alright, let's go ahead and pull the tank. Reapply a dot. I'm gonna go ahead and take this whole room, I think. Yeah. Why am I dying? Crap. I would not. I must not have been paying attention to what was hurting me. Crap, and it did it again. You can go south just like that, not paying attention. Should be a chest over here. If there's anybody just joining the channel, we are finishing the Tier 4 expedition. Did some gathering today, we did some farming today, we did some crafting today. I appreciate everybody stopping by the channel. Thank you for the follows. And for some reason the game's lagging out right now. It's like rubber banding pretty bad. Hopefully I can down this boss. Hey there, Lance Link. How's it going, man? Yeah. Lance Link's one of my AQ2 followers. I think. Yeah, it was AQ2. It's usually when I'm talking to you. I'm usually playing AQ2. But yeah, this is all being online. Just finishing up one of the daily dungeon runs that you can do in this game. How you doing today though, man? Yeah, I was going to stream some EverQuest 2 this morning, but the server was going to restart, and it was 30 minutes till the restart, and then they said the restart time would be, the approximate time was about an hour. So I went live with Albion instead of EverQuest this morning. Oh, that sucks, man. Hopefully they get that taken care of soon. With this little mini-boss, he does spawn these little skeletons, but normally I just have to avoid his AoE spells and just make sure I'm reapplying my dots in time. And he's a pretty easy boss. Sometimes they'll throw down these little staffs too that heal himself, if I remember right. I guess he didn't do an AoE on that one. There it is. Good fight. Alright. And that was it. That's it for that. So it took, yeah, it was about 30 minutes I was in here. Waiting for my rewards before I zone out. Yeah, 4,000 silver. And an Adept's Royal Sigil. Nice. Very nice. Gold something. gonna go to my private island real quick. He just got a... Is that 25 cents? Wow. Hey, raise is a raise though, man. Any extra money. Yeah, I thought I was reading that right. I was like 25 cents raise. How often do you get raises though? Get the rest. I want to go see what I can craft with these sigils, which I'm probably going to need leather, and I think I used it all. Well, let me take this stuff just in case. I think I need tier 4 leather, which I've used it all, but at least I'll know for next time I log in. Pays for most of my lunch. At least you get raises, man. I haven't had a raise in 2 years. I'm looking for royal. It's mercenary. I don't want mercenary. Am I wearing a mercenary jacket? I'm wearing a royal jacket. Oh, so I don't need any of the other stuff. Okay. Let me just put this down here, put this here. I can craft. Weird because it says I don't have them, but they're literally right there. Is this free to play? No, it's $30 for the base game, and then if you want the premium status, it's $9.99 a month. But I definitely think it's worth the $30 if you're ever into trying a sandbox MMO game like this. I think it's worth the $30. I wouldn't pay more than $30 for it though. When it was originally planned for release, it was going to be free to play, but then they changed their mind and went with the $30 pay model. Because it was just going to be a subscription-based game where you get it's $9.99 a month, and that's what you get. This is what you get. You don't have to have the premium status either, which is the $9.99 a month. You can pay $30 and get the whole game. You get the whole game for that. You just, with the premium, you do get bonuses that make the game a lot faster and the grind is not as bad. You can also use in-game money to pay for premium status as well. Not enough resources. Please check the crafting requirements. I have the resources. They're there. Bet you it's because it's freaking adepts. Like, but oh, maybe that's what it is. Let me go that up. I was wondering if it was because it was like excellent or good crafting. No, $30 is not bad at all. Like the Guild Wars 2 expansion that just came out yesterday, that's $30. And that's a buy to play game. Yeah, $30 is about as much as I'll spend on a game. If it's more than $30, I'll wait till a sale comes along. I do enjoy this game. It is very grindy. But I enjoy the farming, I enjoy the gathering, I enjoy the crafting. I do enjoy the PvE because it reminds me of Ultima Online.
What do data, cookies, and puppies have in common?
I haven't done enough PvP to speak intelligently about it. I've only seen streams about it and stuff like that.
When it comes to researching companies to work for, you want as much data as possible. Indeed.com has over 15 million reviews written by people with first-hand knowledge. Ask a question and get an answer directly from a member of the community. Find the company that's the perfect match for you. Click the banner now to visit Indeed company pages at Indeed.com.
Hey, it's Elizabeth Banks. Did you know Realtor.com has more homes for sale and updates in real time, so you can find your dream home before not you?
That's 803. I wonder if I craft another one.
Why not? Maybe you can't hear
I have a chance of it being.
More homes for sale and updates in real time. Or perhaps you speak Prairie Dog. That's Prairie Dog for
I don't think it's really worth
more
it.
homes for sale and updates in real time. Or maybe you're a teenager. Realtor.com, =, house, smiley face, house. Realtor.com. Own home.
More Homes Plan compares competing national portals as to MLS listed for sale homes. Real time refers to for sale updating at least every 15 minutes on average in most areas.
Love podcasts?
That's a different type of map. Yeah, this map is the current zone that you're in. So like I'm in the Thetford City zone. So this shows me where all the different crafting stations are that players own. So all of these little stations right here are all owned by other players, and they can add taxes, resources, all that stuff can be added to these, and I'm paying another player for me to craft stuff basically at that point. There's little blank spots like these right here where people can buy this land and put their own station on there and charge their own taxes and stuff like that. But then you have the world map, which this is the world map. So I'm inside Thetford City right here. Now if I zoom out, then you'll see the entire world. So as I go out, you see all these other zones pop up on here. Some of these are just gathering zones, and then some are cities. And then I keep going, and then you'll see the continents and on up, and then it's huge. All of this up here is what they call black zones, PlantsLink. And these are full PvP zones, full loot zones. And guilds can own these territories up here, like the guild controls, some guilds control these areas. And then over here, in the main continent, the royal continent is what they call it. When you zoom in, you'll see there's different cities on parts of the map and different biomes. So you get your desert biomes, forests, swamps, snow, all that stuff there. And then it breaks down into tier zones in there. So you go from 1 to 3, or 1 to 4 is blue, which means no PvP. Tier 5 is yellow, which is you can only PvP in sections of the map that are controlled by a player. So somebody has controlled this area, and they probably have NPCs there that are guarding it, and if you go onto their area and try to gather, they can kill you on sight if they want to. But out here in this area, you can't be killed on sight. But if you go into like one of these red zones, this is a full PvP zone where anybody can kill you, anybody can loot everything on your corpse. Yeah, the game is huge. It's a really big world. Is it medieval setting? Yeah, pretty much. You have there's there's not classes in the game per se. You are what you wear. So like if you're wearing cloth armor, you can be considered a mage, but it also depends on the weapon, because you can wear cloth armor and have a shield and a sword, or a staff, or daggers, or halberd, whatever. I mean, there's all sorts of different weapons in the game, but you are what you wear. If you're wearing leather, you can wear plate. You can mix and match like I do. Like I have a cloth cowl on, but then my armor is actual leather, and then I'm using a one-handed staff and a shield. Because I'm kind of like I made like a druid build, basically, is what I made. So I have regens, and then I do poison damage, and I have a damage shield and some poison abilities. But yeah, it's pretty much medieval. There's no sci-fi in it or anything like that. You can tell by the mounts. By some of the mounts, they have like they're medieval looking. And the mounts all judge by the size of mounts and stuff like that. Judge on how much you can carry. And you can also purchase your own private islands. Kind of like I'm going back to my private island right now. And I purchased this, and I've upgraded it twice now. Well, I guess 4 times technically. And I can travel there, and no PvP can be done here or anything like that, and I'm totally safe. And I can build my own stores and stuff like that on this island. My own crafting stations and stuff like that. Pretty cool. I enjoy the game a lot though. It's fun. It's like we were talking about this earlier in the channel when I had some viewers in here chatting. We were talking about, somebody was asking if they should switch games, and I don't recommend anybody ever switching their main MMO. Like me, my main MMO right now is EverQuest 2, but I do like to supplement the gameplay with another MMO so I don't get burnt out or bored with any particular game. So like I always tell people to have at least 2 games that you play. So like if you feel yourself starting to feel the need that I need something new, you can go to that other game and play that for a few days instead of burning out on your current MMO. So I'm not saying, I tell people to try Albion and see if you like it. But just know it is a very grindy game. There's a lot of grinding. There's a lot of crafting, especially if you want to be self-sufficient. You can get into a pretty big guild, and people will have jobs in that guild, so you won't have to be as grindy. You'll mainly just be a soldier at that point, or a gatherer, or a farmer, or something like that. But yeah, it's pretty fun. I like it. Alright guys, that's going to do it for me today. I apologize, Lance Link. I would sit in here and conversate with you some more, but I got the kids staying over this weekend, and I want to go spend some time with them. We got some errands to run and stuff like that, man. I hope you catch up on some sleep, though. But that's gonna do it for me today. If you want to rewatch the video, it should be popping up as soon as here in a little bit after I log out. That will there was a lot of conversations in there about the game, and some new stuff. Like I was going over it because I'm still learning the game on myself, and I had some viewers in here telling me some things about the game that I did not know. So if you want to rewatch that, man, it'll give you some more information about the game, and hopefully make you, if you want to play it or not, you know. But alright guys, that's going to do it for me today. Thank you again for the follows, Proslix and Mr. Avocado Man. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. That put me at my 75 follower goal, so thank you guys for supporting the channel. Thank you for stopping by and keeping me conversation and keeping me from talking to myself. I appreciate it a lot. Yeah, family is priority, man. I still like to get in and get the game and get a stream, because I know over the weekend I have a lot of weekend viewers that like watching the stream on the weekend, so I try to give you all some content. Spread the love, you know. That's going to do it for me today. Let me see if I can find somebody to host today. If I got anybody that I know. Alright guys, I will catch you all later. I'm going to send over to a pretty popular Guild Wars 2 streamer. He's somebody that I follow and I used to sub to. But I'll catch you all next time.
Planet Site 2, huh? Alright, I was just curious. Alright, where's the, what am I supposed to do here? Keep the Cavalier at the northern camp. Where's the Cavalier at? Is this game new player friendly?